What is up guys, welcome back to my channel. It has been almost 2.5 years since I pre-ordered this Into the Spider-Verse version Miles in 2020, and today I finally got it in hand. I gotta say I was really amazed and surprised by the quality of this figure. In my opinion, all figures Hot Toys shipped out in the first half of this year are no match with this one. And if there is nothing too impressive coming out in the second half of 2022, I would say this Spider-Man is the best figure of the year. If you are watching my videos for the first time, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any new unboxings. And before the review starts, let's check out the figure and the accessories first. The movie Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was quite a hit. While Tom Holland is doing great in the MCU, Miles also got a huge amount of fans and became more famous through this film. I like the movie a lot and can't wait to see the second one. Before Hot Toys released this figure, there was actually a third-party brand made it first. But Hot Toys has always been aggressive on taking down third-party brands that make same figures as them. So, they have really put a lot of efforts on this one. It has the most accessories among all Spider-Man's Hot Toys has made so far. Let's check out the box first. The size of this box is a bit taller than the standard size, because there is a large size paperboard background inside. We'll talk about that later. The box is really colorful, and you can see there are some CD elements on the corners. The front photo we get is Miles flying in the air, and at the back there's a picture of Kingpin. His large body became the background of these instructions. It looks just really interesting. The inner box has a big window on the front, and at the back there are some official images of the figure and a character introduction of Miles. This body is newly developed. The proportions look really nice. The body is very skinny and the arms and legs are really thin and long. The masked head sculpt is nicely made. The black color is more like matte. The spider web patterns on the face is well carved, and the small S-shaped patterns on the surface are also there. These two eyes are really big. They are attached by magnets. The thing that amazes me the most is the suit. The material used on this suit is very different from the film and PS4 version Spider-Man's. It doesn't have the rubber feeling, it's more like fabric, like the one Hot Toys used on Tobey Maguire's versions. The fabric is super thin, it fits just perfect, and has this incredible flexibility. So when you bend the joint, it won't leave any wrinkles like most PS4 Spider-Mans do. The spider logo and these red areas on the shoulders are made with heat transferring printing. They stick on the suit super tight. The logos on the front and back look really clear, and the edges also have the uneven graffiti feeling. The suit just looks amazing. One little flaw it has is on the right rib side. The stitching work is not so well, but there's no such problem on the left side. Now, I want to talk about the things that you don't want to do if you want to keep the suit in a good condition. First, although the flexibility of this suit is really great, still I wouldn't recommend you to keep the arms and legs bent, or stay in some extreme stretching poses. It won't leave any obvious wrinkles, but the suit will be stretched bigger by the elbows and knees. And once the suit gets stretched, there is no going back. Second, the weakest parts on the suit are these red areas on the shoulders. The materials are like thin rubbers, so when you twist here, it will leave marks. Moving them too often won't make them last long. And I am 99% sure that this material is the kind that will start peeling off as time goes by. So it is really important to keep this figure in a room that is not too wet or too dried. But most importantly, don't expose it directly under sunlight. Okay, that's a wrap for the body. Now let's talk about the accessories. There are 7 hand shapes, including 5 for Spider-Man and 2 for Miles. They are nothing too new. We get this web shooting hands, wall crawling hands, web holding hands, and open palm hands. The paintwork on these hands are very nice. On the black areas, there are also these little S patterns. For Miles, one is this open palm hands, and the other one is for holding this can. This can is very nicely made. The words are clearly printed, and this cap can also be removed. Even the nozzle hole is there. The hands for Miles look very nice and super 3D, but the quality is a bit worse than the Spidey hands because of these line flaws on the surface. The webs are the same as the ones in the movie and PlayStation 4 version Spider-Mans. There's no change at all. To install them, you need to plug it into this gap on the ball joints. Some other small accessories, we have some stickers, this paper, and a bag of Spider-Man costume, but this bag cannot be opened. We also get 3 different eye shapes. To change them, you need to use this little magnetic tool to remove the pieces. The mags are quite strong. Eyepieces can stick on the head very firmly. And we also get 2 head sculpts of Miles. It's quite rare to get 2 additional heads from Hot Toys these days. The expressions are different. One is this shy looking face and the other one is this cool looking face. The mask and hair can be removed and switched on these 2 heads. The making of the head sculpts are really awesome. I guess it's not even a challenge for Hot Toys to make this animation kind of heads. The paintwork on these 2 masks are exactly the same. The wrinkles look really nice. And at the back, there's some hair. The quality of this hairpiece is also made really well. It looks pretty complex, but all the details are clearly carved. Because the chin part is a bit long, so be careful when you switch heads, otherwise the suit might be damaged. I recommend you to install it with an angle like this. Next, we have the clothes for Miles. 2 pairs of pants, 3 shirts, 1 pair of socks, and 1 pair of shoes. The amount of accessories this figure came with is really incredible. Also, there are 3 rubber pieces for the skin. When you put on the clothes for this figure, with these rubber skins, it looks just even more natural. This is also a revolutionary accessory for the Spider-Man products. The rubbers have some really nice tensions, and they fit on the body perfectly. For the pants, one is long and the other one is short. 3 shirts, one is this white t-shirt and this red vest and blue jacket. These clothes have some really nice qualities. They don't look too tight or too loose. Also, there is a wire in the hoodie that you can make some shapes. Let me know in the comment section which of these 2 styles is your favorite. One little disappointment is the shoes don't look too nice. They look very different from the real Air Jordans. I understand Hot Toys have no license to make these shoes, but come on, at least you could have done the colors right. Also, the paintwork on the shoes is quite poor, especially on the shoelace. These 2 untied shoelaces on the left one can be detached. You can switch on this tied up shoelace. The stand is still the standard design, and it came with this shapeable tube. Also, we get this large paper background. The size of this thing is huge, but at the same time, it looks super cool. Lastly, let's talk about the mobility of this figure. This one and Gwen from the same movie have the best mobility among all Hot Toys Spider-Mans. You can make some extreme poses with this one, thanks to the great flexibility of the Spidey suit. There are gear wheels in the leg joints, so when you stretch the legs, they don't bounce back. If you want to find the Hot Toys Spider-Man that can do most of the poses you want, you are looking at it right now. Overall, the best figure of the year is my last comment to this figure. This Spider-Man has two things that are really rare to get these days. One is the ridiculous mobility, and the other one is the huge amount of accessories. And besides that, the quality of this figure is also beyond average. If you are a super fan of this character, then buying two of this one and display them in both outfits would be really sweet. And I hope Hot Toys could use the new rubber skin on upcoming Spideys as well. Alright, there you have it, Into the Spider-Verse version Spider-Man from Hot Toys. I hope you all have enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. This is 33, I'll see you guys in the next one.